Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good night. Depending on where you are in the world, I hope you are having a fantastic day. I am Cecilia Ongabetsumalafi, and I am nobody. I don't have a title at the moment, and I don't want to give myself a title at the moment. Well, I guess I'm a YouTuber. Let's just say I'm a YouTuber or a content creator. So I just wanted to just quickly make this video on how to go about investing in the Botswana stock market, because I realized that I did make a video a long time ago about what are some of the benefits of investing in the Botswana stock market and what are shares, and there was a few other things in there. Now people are asking me what's the next step, and let me just make this video to tell you about what the next step is, and I hope that you don't mind that I I will not be editing this video, or I will not be putting on makeup for this video. Basically, I will not be doing a lot of the prep that I would normally do, because I really do not have time. I've got my academic work, and then on top of that, I've got work that I'm doing. So I prefer to make this video as simple as I can. And I think the most important thing is for me to get the information out there. So deliver the information that you need to you. And hopefully you will appreciate that. So before we continue, if you like this video, make sure that you like it on YouTube, as well as share it on other platforms, so that other people can see it, and comment and let me know whether you like the style, you don't like the style, you love the information, you don't love the information. Yes, okay. Now let's get started. So after you've watched that video that I made on how to go about investing, or the video that I made is titled "Investing in the Botswana Stock Market." I think that's the title. So after you've watched that video, uh, what's next? What's next, right? So most people would, now that's why they'll send me messages to ask what's next. But the thing is, I only make these videos because I love investing. I love talking about investing. I love learning about investing. So I'm just making the videos to share the information that I have, the knowledge that I have. But in terms of the time that I have outside making these videos, I really don't have any time to do any one-on-one sessions with anyone to explain to them about investing. However, there are people who I would say they are original sources of this information, that people or companies that are out there that are specifically for you, for helping you out when it comes to investing. So the first thing that you must do after you watch my video is maybe just Google to see if there's any other information about the Botswana stock market that's online. I think most of this information might be from the newspapers, so just read about what the newspapers say when it comes to the Botswana stock market. And then after that, I would recommend reading the first book that I started with when I got interested in investing, was the Botswana Stock Exchange Investor Handbook. If you have not gone through this investor handbook and you're thinking about starting to invest maybe today, I would say go back. You need that investor handbook. You need to go through everything that's on there, because I find it to be a wonderful, wonderful book because it's almost all encompassing. Well, it is all encompassing. It includes every single product that is offered by the Botswana Stock Exchange, and also the information is simplified, so anyone who has a decent level of English proficiency will be able to understand this book. So go through that Botswana Stock Exchange Investor Handbook. That's the second thing to do, and read every single thing and understand every single thing. But of course, the book has its limitations. It's only one book. They cannot include every single thing in one book. So you might have other questions about other things. And you know where to go when you have more questions about other things. Google. There is a lot of information on Google. So you might be wondering, okay, if I'm investing in shares or stocks, then how does it work? What is the stock price? What does it mean? That information you can easily find on Google or on YouTube. There are lots of people who focus on financial education who talk about these things. So I'd recommend just Google that information and also look on YouTube. And after you found all this information and you feel like now you are ready, now you understand. But I'll say you can never really understand everything. There will always be gaps. I think the best way to go about investing sometimes is just to jump in. And you don't jump in with a lot of money. Like don't invest 100,000 or all of your savings in the Botswana stock market or in shares or in stocks. Start with maybe 1,000 pula. Invest in a company that you really like and a company that you think will perform very well in the future. And then from investing in that company, then you will start to learn about why the share price matters, why the share price of that company matters, and many other things. What is the bid, what is the ask. Many You get to learn about all these other terminologies. And then once you feel like now you understand everything about stocks, but I doubt that anybody understands everything about stocks or financial assets. But let's say at some point you feel like you understand everything, then that's when you can start to really put your focus on investing and put in a large amount of money. Of course, money that you can afford to lose. It's very important to always remember that when it comes to the stock market, you can invest 100,000 and walk out or walk away with zero, or you can invest 100,000 and walk away with 10 million. So it's very important to remember that you can lose significantly. It's not always good to put the emphasis on winning. Sometimes put the emphasis on winning. So any money that you put in the Botswana stock market or any stock market should be money that you can afford to lose, not money that you need for emergencies or money that you need to live on. What else? mm, yeah, let's recap. So the first thing that you need to do is go on Google and look at any information that is on there about stocks or any other financial assets that you're interested in. The next thing, look at the Botswana Stock Exchange Investor Handbook. Fantastic book. Fantastic book. The third thing is you want that I think it's very important to understand how the movement of stock prices. So understand how that works, and that information you can get from YouTube or from Google. So understand how stock prices work and why stock prices are so important, and how stock price of a company compares to the value of a company, something like that. So it's very important to understand that information. And then once you feel like you're ready and you understand everything, then that's when you can approach your stockbroker. In Botswana, we have, I think, about three stockbrokers at the moment, and you have to open an account with one of the three stockbrokers, or you can open accounts with all three. You can open accounts with just two. It's up to you, and you can start selling and buying shares after you've opened accounts with the three stockbrokers. Of course, all this information about who the three stockbrokers are is all in the Botswana Stock Exchange Investor Handbook. So I'll say once you've gone through that handbook, everything will become so clear to you, and you will not feel the need to ask anybody any questions, because you'll know where to get some of the essential information. So that's it. I don't want to make this video long. If you like this, make sure that you like, subscribe. Well, I forgot to say subscribe initially. So make sure that you like the video and you subscribe. And also, on top of that, share the video on other platforms so that other people can know about this. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I hope you found this video helpful. Bye bye.